Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Heart Check. As you can see, I'm back in my church office today, and I'm in a bit of a more informal setting. I don't have like my nice microphone or my ring light, and so I'm just here talking to you, just having a little moment to connect. And I was sitting here looking out the window, and I want to show you these amazing windows that are in this room. Um, aren't those amazing? And you can see a little bit out the window are these beautiful trees. Um, and I was sitting here watching the trees blow. I think we're getting ready to have a thunderstorm here, so it's pretty windy right now, but it's still sunny. And it just made me think so much about change and this, you know, cliche about the winds of change. And as we go into the fall, um, I'm thinking about change a lot and how that affects me, how change affects my heart, and how change affects the work that I do and how I move around in the world. And um, so I've just been thinking about change a lot and being excited and a little trepidatious about what's getting ready to happen. Because we don't know, do we? But maybe we feel something a little bit different in the air. Let's take some deep breaths. Put your hand right here where your heart is. I feel like the pandemic may have nudged us harder than we wanted to be nudged um, into change. And that we'll never go back to the way things used to be. There's a new normal. And as a church person and a person who works in a church and loves going to church, I see this really happening quickly in the church world in a way that has not happened um, for really decades. And I'm excited about that. Part of the work that I do is to encourage churches to embrace change. And that's not easy for churches to do. Churches are often a safe haven for folks who fear change or who have trauma related to change. And so it is often hard to get churches as large organizations to embrace change. But the pandemic put us in a different place. It put us on a different path. There were some reckonings, there was some realizations. A lot of people left the church because they didn't want to do Zoom church or they didn't want to just engage online. They missed the in-person connection of church. A lot of people were already thinking about leaving, and this was just their sign. And so in that way, we have an opportunity to have a fresh start. Think of new ways of being, to understand what we do in the world as truly hospitable and accessible and truly dedicated to the liberation of everyone. That's what I hope for the church, and that's what I hope for everyone and every entity and organization, particularly those who seek to enact justice. So my heart today is a little fluttery, thinking about change. It's exciting, it's scary, and it's inevitable. I'm going to take a couple of more deep breaths. Join me if you like. Thank you for joining me today for a little bit of heart check. And I look forward to seeing you here next week. Next week, actually, I will be running a recorded version, so it won't be live next week, but it will still air at 2 o'clock on Thursday. Tomorrow, if you're on Instagram, join me on Instagram at 3 o'clock for a conversation with Reverend Dr. April Stace, who's going to talk to us about her work at General Theological Seminary. And Sunday, I'll be right back here on YouTube at 2 o'clock Eastern Time for a moment of hope. And thank you for joining me today. I hope your heart is full and warm, and I hope that you find this and all things in your life enriching, fulfilling, and liberating. Have a great day, guys.